The workshop is the main element of the Managing Threat call announced 4 months ago by the National Science Centre. 34 excellent scientists from Poland and Norway, coming from different disciplines, humanities, social sciences, life and physical sciences, were selected by our panel of experts out of 205 candidates. They have gathered here for 5 days, far away from everyday distractions, to exchange research ideas and reconceive the world from different perspectives. They mostly haven't known each other, so they used the first 2 days to get to know each other and broaden their understanding of the competencies and experience available. Now they will start to develop project ideas, which will be then written down and presented to our expert panel. Finally, the experts will evaluate the proposals and score them.
This workshop's a really interesting and engaging format for academics to work in. Academics don't normally work in this way, actually. We're used to much more structured situations. So they might work in groups, they might have someone coming to stimulate the conversation, where they have to pick out individual points of learning, as well as agree in the group about the elements that are most interesting and challenging, perhaps share those with other groups, develop mind maps and so on, and so that actually individual group processes have a chance for everyone to learn from them as we go through the week together.
We are looking at big existential threats that are affecting all of us in humanity. We are concentrating on issues like climate change and data. What to do with your data? Who owns it? Who can buy and sell it? Who should or shouldn't have access to your biomedical data, for example? What happens with climate change? What happens when climate change results in conflict, for example? How can we resolve that? How can we cope with the unintended consequences of climate change? Things like air pollution, for example, and urbanisation and smart cities. Within that, we're looking at other sets of interrelated problems that all relate to these huge ideas about saving the planet more generally. Migration is probably one of the most important of these issues, and we're looking at this on a global level and bringing scientists and social scientists together to look at these problems so they can take a long-term perspective from a whole series of different backgrounds and methods and approaches. So we have all kinds of people from a variety of different backgrounds who are looking at large-scale trends that affect all of humanity, and they're looking to develop creative solutions that will hopefully have an impact in 5 years, 10 years, sometimes even in 20 years' time, to make the future better for all of us.